The views, information, and opinions expressed during the following program are solely those of the individuals involved and do not necessarily represent the views of Access Communications, its representatives, or its employees.
Check it out.
Welcome to RezX, an Indigenous Lifestyle Show.
For everyone, I'm Bellegarde.
And I'm Tyrone.
And we're back here. Yeah, thanks for coming back and hanging out again, Ty. I think it's you get to spit some game and some knowledge last week. So what's been going on? What's happening in your world?
Oh, just work. I do feel like it's more comfortable being on set now. You know, now that I got the ropes a little bit, it's easier. So I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, you know, last year it was kind of fun. There was so much stuff going on that we get to chit chat about. It's like, and one thing that I think we're going to continue to keep seeing is like this pretendian list. You know, how do I get on this pretendian list, man? It's like, you know, I have a status card and it says it's expired. It's expired. So does that mean like I could be whatever I want to be right now?
I guess for now. I don't know. It's like maybe I should be a pretendian and then I can get some dollars.
You know, I asked our producer, shout out to producer Chris Ross, RezX extraordinaire. You know, the guy put all this together. I asked him, if you could be white for one day, what would you do? He said, I'd pretend to be Indian. There's little things like that. You know, there's so much stuff going on in the news right now. I think what we can do is we can take advantage of that, you and I, you know, like be my co-host. Just two different generations of brilliance. That's a shout out to humbly though. Hey, you got to say that stuff humbly.
Yeah.
And be able to actually figure out what's going on in the world. So I want to say to everybody out there right now, if you have something cool going on in your community, you have something cool you're working on at home, you know, something happening in your school, whatever it might be, that you think the rest of Indian country needs to know about, hit us up. Here is our social media over here, right here, I don't know, maybe there, maybe right here. Hit us up on our social media, RezX TV, and we'll definitely be able to take a look at maybe having some sort of segment on the show, just promoting that stuff. And same with Ty, all your contacts out there. You know, if somebody knows Ty and they want to, rather than just saying, shout out my name.
Yeah, because we like to share the wealth, per se, you know, let everybody know about all the amazing things that are happening within our communities and within our province and within our reserves, whatever. We just like to share all the cool stuff that's happening. Yeah,
no, definitely. I agree with you 100%. You know, and speaking of cool, we kicked off the season 7, the sacred number of 7. We kicked it off last week with you. Now you're going to be joining me here throughout this season, and I think it's very cool. What are some cool things that you'd like to see happen here on the show?
I would just like to meet more Indigenous artists around Regina and around Saskatchewan. It's a small artist circle, but the bubbles are there, and it's kind of hard to intermingle. So it would be nice to just meet more people, and I'm just excited to meet all the cool people that's going to have as guests. Right on.
Well, we're here at RezX. I am your co-host, Bellegarde. This is
Tyrone.
And we're just pleased to be able to be here with you this season on Access Now. Welcome back to your RezX. I'm Bellegarde, and we are going to bring down to the RezX center of attention stage. Needs no introduction, but I'm going to give the introduction, Mr. Erroll Kinistino from Ochapowace Nation, as well as Josie, one of her many names, to come down here, and we're just going to conversate and have a dialogue, because there are decades of knowledge when we speak of Erroll Kinistino. I'm super happy right now to have somebody I grew up watching on the good old Telly here with me. I'm your host, Bellegarde. My co-host on the other side,
Tyrone.
But we also have some wonderful guests here. We have Mr. Erroll Kinistino and Josie. Josie, thanks for coming down to the set here.
Make it stay.
Yeah, no, man, you know, I remember watching I was grade 9, And then my high school girlfriend, everybody will watch Erroll Kinistino as Leon on North of 60. And it's funny how it evolved, because starting when it comes to music, you remember the Crow Hop cafes?
Oh, yeah.
Long time ago in the 90s. That's where all these artists come. All of us came out of some sort of piece of that history. I know Ty's parents were part of coming to them, and there's a vast history there. So for yourself now, I guess, how has music been a part of your life over the last 30 years?
Well, actually, music's been a part of my life since practically the day I was born. My mom used to just promote us. We just did music all the time, and there was a guitar hanging up on the wall, and I hit it one day, and wow, it makes a nice sound. So that kind of really, introduced me to music way back then. And my mom, she's gone now. She used to just love music, so that's how we kind of got into that, and kind of branched out into theater and film work and whatever from there. Yeah.
Yeah. So how did you get roped into hanging out with this guy?
He found out I could sing on key, and so then all of a sudden he started putting me up on the stage and making me sing.
He's a good guy that way, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Turned down the volume and said, wow, you can sing on key, that's awesome. So it's kind of like, we were a duo now, and we do a lot of things promoting people to just sing, do it, just like whatever, just do it, why not?
Yeah, no, that's awesome. I think it's cool for people to see how important storytelling is with our music. So I know on the one song that you're going to be doing, the name of your song is, I don't want to mess up the name.
Shipshaganuk, yeah, it's kind of a story about this Indian popcorn. You can buy it at the superstore now, called Bacon Pops or KFC. They call it Shipshaganuk on the radio, like the NBC radio station throughout the province. They're always kind of promoting, go buy Shipshaganuk over in Flin Flon, Manitoba, or whatever, and then they'll mix it up. But roundaboutly, it came from a song that my fellow musician Keith Secola did, called the Bannock Girls, the Fry Bread Girls, and he was neat about this because he would always have impromptu at his concert. I need Fry Bread Girls, come on up here, and they'd all come up and they'd be doing the round dance, and he would say something. This is the bread or the whatever that's all bad for you, health-wise. It has everything white in it. White sugar, white flour, white baking powder, salt, and cream or whatever. I said, wow. And when I thought, when the treaties were being done, when the buffalo were being depleted, they would actually offer you pork rinds at the ration day. And I said, I didn't even know that, that we once lived on buffalo, but now they're giving us pork rinds as Shashkanuk, and our Kokums would cook it in a vat of oil and would crackle, and that's kind of how.
Shashkanuk?
Yeah.
Well, let's check out Shashkanuk right now. We'll be back here on RezX TV with Erroll Kinistino and Josie and my co-host, Ty Rain.
I remember my mushrooms home. Cook 'em, had sweetgrass in every room, and on the wood stove, bannock and tea, and in the pantry, Shashkanuk for me. And she made Shashkanuk, Shashkanuk, hey, Shashkanuk, Shashkanuk, hey, hey, take me home. Shashkanuk, Shashkanuk, hey, Shashkanuk, Shashkanuk, hey, hey, take me home. And I remember my oldest mushroom of gold, and how he loved my dear old Kokum. And he called her Mammy Quail, and she made Shashiganak, shook Shaganak, hey, Shashiganak, shook Shaganak, hey, hey, take me home. And she made Shashiganak, shook Shaganak, hey, Shashiganak, shook Shaganak, hey, hey, take me home. You tell me now. Now I'm a mushroom, and I love my Kokum. Though I have a microwave and a big plasma TV.
As if. You probably put it in the pawn shop again.
I'll get it all checked in. And when my new Sims come over and visit, I have Superstore Piggy Pops for them and me, or KFC. Yeah, they like Shashiganak, shook Shaganak, hey, Shashiganak, shook Shaganak, hey, hey, take me home. Yeah, they like Shashiganak, shook Shaganak, hey, Shashiganak, shook Shaganak, hey, hey, Kino de Kiwe. In 24 hours, my love turned around. In 24 hours, done a 180 turn. And I didn't understand, but now it's coming so clear. While you were downstairs crying in the early morning light, now your things were packing, taking pictures off the wall. Our kids don't understand it as you watch from down the hall. Do you need your freedom, or need to be assured you're beautiful at 30, but still walking out our door? In 24 hours, our love turned around. In 24 hours, done this 180 turn. Do you need your freedom, or need to be assured you're beautiful at 30, but still walking out our door? In 24 hours,
Our love turned around.
in 24 hours, done this 180 turn. And I didn't understand, but now it's coming so clear. While you were downstairs crying in the early morning light, now your things were packing, the U-Haul's on the lawn. Our kids don't understand it, they don't know where they belong. Do you need your freedom, or need to be assured you're beautiful at 30, but still walking out our door? In In 24 hours, our love turned around. In 24 hours, done this 180 turn. In 24 hours, babe, where will we be? In 24 hours, will you be coming home with me? Do you want to ride Kokum's Cadillac? Do you want to drive Kokum's Cadillac? She came a long way from the Red River cart. The horse and the buggy with their Indian heart. Kokum's Cadillac. Hey, hey, Kokum's Cadillac. Hey, hey, Kokum's Cadillac. And do you want to ride Kokum's Cadillac? Do you want to drive Kokum's Cadillac? Geronimo asked her,
Hey, where'd you get those wheels?
and Big Bed's in the back, trying to grab the wheel of Kokum's Cadillac. Hey, hey, Kokum's Cadillac. Hey, hey, Kokum's Cadillac. Hey, 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 Kokum's Cadillac. Hey, hey, Kokum's Cadillac. Hey, hey, Kokum's Cadillac. And do you want to ride Rosebud's Cadillac? Do you want to drive Rosebud's Cadillac? She came a long way from old Chopway's Lonesome Prairie. Mushrooms, horses, and his Model T. Kokum's Cadillac. Hey, hey, Kokum's Cadillac. Hey, hey, Kokum's Cadillac. Hey, 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 Kokum's Cadillac. Pontiac, poor old Nietzsche thinks it's a Cadillac.
What an awesome, awesome performance. That was like a front row seat that I got there to Josie and Erroll. And those songs alone, I know that I grew up listening to you, but I'm pretty sure my co-host actually has some good things to talk about when you hear your name.
Yeah, I kind of see you as a little bit of like a guardian angel, because whenever Erroll comes around, there's always good vibes and like there's a positive environment, and you just bring such like a light to wherever you walk into. And whenever I see you at live shows, it's always kind of like, there's Erroll. Where'd you come from? And so, how is it?
Art. I enjoy artwork, and I enjoy people that, I'm like you. I say, I want to see more new people, or people that have been in the industry a long time. It's just amazing when we come together. Like, for example, when I went to see Alana Obamswin, like some of her films are astonishing, and then down to last week we just went to Standing Mission. There was a band called Lavender Blood, They're doing Ernest Munoz covers, and one of your mom's favorite songs, they're Zombie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, etc. And I'm hoping to bring them actually down to a chapter showcase this summer. So finding new people is remarkable. Watching new people, you seem like you're a seasoned poet now. Because you've been doing that for a while, and you always inspire me to.
Thank
I can't
you.
say it right now, but I will. I just got banned off Facebook one time for printing that.
Behind closed doors, Erroll.
Yeah.
No, it's really cool because you mentioned Stanley Mission. I had the privilege 2 years in a row to go up to Stanley Mission and see how they have their music program set up and the importance of what music did. You mentioned music since you were a kid. Now these kids have music. The music room there is amazing, is it not?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Josie went there. I didn't actually get a chance to go in there because I was doing a little outdoor thing, but I'm pretty sure they were having fun in there because they stayed out. I stayed outside a long time.
Locked them out? You locked them?
No, I went into schools and everybody was gone for noon. They just disappeared. I went inside. I was going to take my shoes off because if I walk down there, I might get caught by somebody. I'm just going to go back outside.
Let's talk about it. So. Your last song you performed there, Cookup's Cadillac. Now this, I've heard it on the radio. It was on Sirius XM.
Yeah.
I seen it chart on the Indigenous Music Countdown. Tell the story behind this for everybody that's out there watching right now. Where did that idea of the song come from?
That's a good reminder that it was about my mom, and when she got her common experience money, it was like $8,000 or $10,000. Jim Gauthier out of Winnipeg heard about it, and he had pamphlets going all over the different reserves. Buy your car now on credit and pay me when you get your money. So basically, that's how it started. And she answered that thing at the band office. Hey, wow, I'm going to send this in. Sure enough, they brought her a car, and it's a Pontiac. And I thought it was a police car when it came up to my mom's house. Like, oh, better put my seatbelt on, or I hope I paid my fines or whatever. And but it was my mom's car, and she's going back to work. So when she was driving her Pontiac down to work, I said, "Pontiac, poor old Nietzsche thinks it's a Cadillac." So it's just like a thing that was zero. And she had a piano in the house, and I started going, "It's got to sound like CCR. Every Indian loves CCR." G. Like Cool Stop the Rain or whatever, and said that's where it started, because she actually bought a painting from Teresa Stevenson from Chili for Children. They grew up together, kind of, and she took a brownie picture of my mom's homestead, right near the Lonesome Prairie. So it just led into that. Why they called it the Lonesome Prairie was all the kids would go to residential school at Marival or down around Lake. And that's how I included the Lonesome Prairie in the song. And it got into an anthology, and at the First Nation University, Buffy St. Marie was there, whoever submitted these stories.
Yeah, Key Saskatchewan, eh?
Yeah.
Key Saskatchewan anthology.
And I knew that song by heart, so I didn't even have to read it. It was like, who wants to buy Cookup's Cadillac? Who wants to drive Cookup's Cadillac? She came a long way from the red of her cart, like referring to their Métis background. She was a Belanger, and my grandfather listened to his Mike Oakham, who I didn't meet, and signed on to the reserve instead of taking Métis land script. Yeah, so that's kind of the background of the song.
Yeah, that's really cool. I think that's another song that we could take a look at, where storytelling. A lot of First Nations artists, storytelling is a very, very important part of what we're saying, and that's how it was, oral tradition, oral history. I got to ask you this, though.
Yeah.
So, in your vast travels as Erroll Kinistino, what was some of the favorite festivals that you've been to?
I think the Napatak one was Potato Lake up in La Ronge area, and because I thought I was going to Loon Lake, and I didn't know what's the difference. I quoted him, "Well, what are you going to come here?" "Well, I'll just go whatever." And then I found out it was about twice as far. So, well, I don't think I can come for that price. And they said, "Well, no, we want you on the list." And one of the things that was Chubby Cree was singing there. And I thought I could catch him. Chubby Cree was a famous guy that sang for, like the climate change a few years ago, and it went viral. We want to rock, and everybody's just, whoa, they got a million hits on this. With Greta, I think, what her name was? Thunberg, yeah, when she was promoting.
The speaker, the environmentalist?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow. That's pretty cool.
So, and then we were so caught up, and we left before we saw him. Now he's 14, 15 years old. He's bigger. He's not little anymore. So, but that's one of the things that, that led. Plus, going with Shannon McNabb down to Nashville, and we hit these open stage songs where you could share your songs, and everybody liked the singing back and forth in Kokum's Cadillac. Now it's your turn to sing yay or woo, doing some of the chanting, and I think that was the magic of the song, because it has that element to it where you can sing along to it. And yeah, I'll remember those for, I guess, my lifetime, because it's recorded now and with Billy Joe Green's Featherman, and it actually went up the charts and boom, and disappeared, but still was #1.
It's kind of cool of Billy Joe Green.
Is there any shows or festivals that you're looking forward to coming up?
Yep, I'm looking forward to the Dog Patch one this summer. That's out in Loon Lake, Makwasagayagan area, and I'm going to be doing some songwriting stuff there, as well as a little bit of theatrical stuff, because when you're on stage, it's really you're actually performing. You're doing theater stuff. Actually, when you're on stage, the presence, and I've learned a lot from attending some of the music programs here, where if your foot is banging away and you're jiggling around, it distracts from what your song is all about. So getting somebody to staple their foot, for example, on, instead of, because at the audience, remember, you're watching this bang, 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 and it's like you're not even getting the song.
Yeah.
So if you want your song to be out theatrically, it's like stay still until you are ready to move or sing, so little things like that.
Just give it time to breathe.
Yeah. So, and I'm going to attend the Cathedral Arts Festival here.
Yes.
I don't think I'm going to perform. I might go in the buskers thing, but it's actually to honor a gentleman that started the Cathedral Arts Festival. I was going to say Kim Mitchell, but it's Ken Mitchell.
Ken.
He actually, 50 years ago, he helped start, or 30-some years ago, he helped start the first Cathedral Arts, Village Arts Festival. And now he's at the, he's an elderly man, but we're going to honor him a little bit at a private event, during the festival there. So say a few words about, how, that's one of the coolest things in Regina is the Cathedral Village Arts Festival. It kind of reminds me of Toronto. It's like overkill, like people are zooming everywhere, and there's buskers over here, and there's so much going on. It's amazing.
Yeah, so speaking of that, the Cathedral Village Arts Festival, yes, I'm happy to say I got a couple good performances there. It is a pretty big deal. Man, I can sit here and talk to you about so many things. We know we're running out of time here, so I just want to say, first of all, Josie, Erroll, thank you very much for coming in, spending some time, singing some songs for us here on RezX TV.
Jimmy Gates.
No problem. Thank you very much. As we say in my language, Panama, we'll be back with another episode next week. I'm your host, Brad Bellegarde, my co-host.
I'm Tyrane, and I will see you next time.
On RezX TV, access now. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Next day.
Do you want to ride Kokum's Cadillac? Do you want to drive Kokum's Cadillac? She came a long way from the Red River cart. The horse and the buggy with their Indian heart. Kokum's Cadillac, hey, hey.
If you'd like to share your feedback on the program you just watched, contact us today.
And do you want to ride Kokum's Cadillac? Do you want to drive Kokum's Cadillac? John Wasser.
Hey, where'd you get those wheels?
and Big Bear's in the back, trying to grab the wheel of Kokum's Cadillac.